You know, it really blows my mind when I think about the fact that there are lash artists out here who do not have the best lash skills, but they stay booked. And here's the reason why. People don't book with you because of the service experience or because of how well your skills are. Like, they don't get to experience that until they come in. So what gets them in is your marketing. Hey y'all, I'm T the Brand, fellow lashpreneur and lash marketing mentor. I help lash artists understand their target audience, create content that connects with them, and get booked consistently. Welcome to my channel. Today, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the 7 top ways that I have found that lash artists make mistakes when it comes to marketing themselves and their services. So get your notebooks out, get your pens, and let's get to work. All right, so reason number 1 that you may not be getting the clientele that you desire is because you don't know who your target audience or ideal client is. First things first, your target audience and ideal client, this is the same thing. I'll use the words interchangeably, but just keep in mind that they mean the same thing. This is the person who you would love to duplicate across your books. And when you do your content, when you're marketing your content, when you create your brand identity, it should all be based on this one person because you're not in business for yourself. So the things that you choose for your brand shouldn't be based on what you like, but what your ideal client or target audience likes. The type of content that you create should be able to speak directly to them and connect with them so that they feel like, I need to get my lashes done by T the Brand or whatever your name is because she offers something different. When you don't know who it is that you're talking to, it makes life so hard when it comes to marketing. You don't know what to say in the caption. You don't know what kind of post to create before you even get to a caption. You don't know what they want to hear. You don't know what they need to hear. So it leaves you in a constant cycle of feeling confused, and content wins another round. However, it does not have to be hard. Again, when you know who it is that you're talking to, it's easier for you to put out things and say things that you know will attract them. So let's talk a little bit about target audience. There are 8 things that you want to look for when you are creating your target audience. Number 1, you want to consider their age. I always recommend a 3 to 5 year age range with your target audience. This makes marketing a whole lot easier because people are in different stages of their lives, and if you do this big 10-year or wider age range, there is no way for you to create a piece of content that hits this person every time you post because you're talking to 10 different people. Like, think about how old you were 10 years ago. Are you the same person? Do you like the same things? Do you talk the same way? Do you dress the same way? Do you go to the same places? Things about you change and evolve, and so does with your target audience. So it's a lot easier for your content creation process and for your marketing when you narrow it down and actually create content to hit a target. I like to give the example of a bull's eye. So we know a bull's eye has the circle in the middle and then red and white lines kind of around it. Well, if the circle in the middle is called the target, then the darts that you're going to be throwing at that target is your content. That person is your audience. And every time you post something, it should be aimed directly for that one person. And it makes it a lot easier to do when you have a shorter age range or a smaller age range, which again, I recommend 3 to 5 years. The second thing I want to talk about is location. Where do your clients live? Where do your clients work? Where are you doing your services? This will determine what you put in your location tags when you're marketing your content, whether it be a reel or a photo, no matter what platform you post on, it does give you the option to share a location. This will also help you know where your clients are coming from. This will help you get more clarity on where you want to market to. A lot of people still do on-foot marketing, and that's just like when you go out and you hand your cards out. This is great, but you need to be in the area that your ideal client is going to be in. So that's number 2, location. Number 3, you want to think about their occupation. Not so much the title, but their flexibility of their job. Now, with this, with the occupation piece, you want to consider with their age range, because again, this is one person. These aren't, the age range is here, the location is here, the occupation is here, the this, and that is there, and then we just try to go willy-nilly. No, this is all one person, one audience. So make sure that when you're progressing and creating your target audience, that you're keeping in mind that all of these things have to make sense about this person. So if you choose to service 20 to 25-year-olds, you have to consider how much money a 20 to 25-year-old may be making. You have to consider what their occupation occupation may be. Do they make enough income to afford your services? Well, that rolls in number 4 with occupation, and that's totally fine. But do they make enough money to afford your services? Can they come every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks or even every 4 weeks? That's once a month. 3 weeks and 4 weeks are once a month for a field. Can they afford to do that with how old they are, with the job they have? Their flexibility is going to determine when you actually get to work. So if you're not an early morning riser, or if you don't want to work late evenings, if you don't want to work weekends, you have to make sure that you are targeting or marketing to an audience that has the flexibility that aligns with your schedule. So if you are aiming for doctors, lawyers, teachers, people who have stable income, you're going to have to be open to maybe working some early mornings, working after 5 o'clock, and possibly working on the weekend. So this is important when you are trying to decide your pricing and decide your schedule for work. So those are 4 things: age, location, occupation, and income. The next thing that we want to talk about is their free time. What are your clients doing? What is your ideal client doing when they're not getting their lashes done? Are they a workaholic? Are they a mom? Are they into fitness? Do they like to brunch? This helps you get some type of ideas around their lifestyle. Your target audience lifestyle matters because it goes into what kind of set you market the most. It goes into what you talk about in your marketing. Now, of course, everybody should share what their retention is like, but if you have A1 retention, that is perfect for the girls who like to work out and keep fitness up, because they may sweat a lot. So they want to make sure that their lashes are going to last through the sweat and their activities. If you have moms, they're always on the go. Do you have a space set up in your workspace where they can bring their children? Do you have a express service that they might need because they're busy and they may not have a lot of time to just come and lay for 2 hours for a fill? Now, if you're taking 2 hours for a fill and your audience can't accommodate that time, that's just not your audience right now. But the point is for you to factor in their lifestyle. Think about what they're doing in their free time so that you get a clearer understanding of your ideal client, and so that you can create better content for them. So that was number 5. Number 6, we want to talk about their pain points. What makes your ideal client say, I need my lashes done by her? What makes them feel like, is it the convenience in the morning? Do they not like to put on a full face of makeup or have to wear a heavy face of makeup? Do they want a polished look 24/7? Do they want kind of a dramatic look? Do they want something that will allow them to not have to put on lash strips? A lot of people can't apply them. A lot of people don't like or can't apply DIYs. What is it about your service that makes your clients feel like I have to go? What in their life makes them feel like I need to get my lashes done by you? You have to really consider, it's something that my brain is trying to compute. You have to consider what their issues are, find out what their issues, what their desires are, so that you can position your business as the solution. If you are only going to post lash pictures, lash videos, you're not going to get any lash clients, because clients are looking for value. They are looking for you to solve something, fix something, and then they can budget your services into their everyday ongoing life. And then character traits. This is one of my favorite ones when it comes to creating your target audience. You want to really consider who this person is. Are they punctual? Meaning, do they show up on time? Do they respect your time? Are they generous? Do they tip? Are they kind? Are they communicative? If they're running late, are they going to let you know before 5 minutes into their appointment time, or are they going to let you know ahead of time? Are they kind? Are they pleasant to be around? Do they bring the energy up or down? These things are so important because you're welcoming them into your workspace. But what's most important about character traits is now you have to show up as that person. Character traits, yes, they're for your clients, but you are going to get what you put out. You're going to attract what you put out. So if you want to make sure that you have punctual clients, you need to make sure that you're on time. If you want communicative clients, you need to make sure that you're going the extra mile to communicate with your clients and be clear and transparent with them. If you want kind and generous clients, do kind and generous things for your clients. The point is, whatever it is that you want in a client, write it down, list it out, and then show up as that person on social media and off social media. All right, this wraps up number 1 of the 7 mistakes that lash artists make when they are marketing their lash business. All right, number 2 is creating content without a strategy. Posting content just to post is not going to get you lash clients. Creating content and throwing it at the wall and hoping it sticks like done spaghetti noodles is not going to get you lash clients. What will bring you lash clients is clarity and posting content with goals and purpose in mind. The purpose of your content should be one of 3 things, and that should be to entertain your clients, to educate your clients, or to encourage your clients. When it comes to entertainment, you want to be very careful because there's a fine line between what's funny and what's disrespectful. In the past, I've seen lash artists use trending sounds, which is great because Instagram is going to push out your videos to more people when you use a trending sound. However, if the sound or if what you're doing or both combined is disrespectful to a client but makes a lash artist laugh, you got to think about who's paying you. Is your audience the lash artist who's just going to laugh at the content, or is it the lash client who you want to get in to service and make income from? So you have to be very careful. In the past, I've seen there was a trending sound that went around, and it was saying like, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here. And a lash artist used that clip, and the hook on the reel was about like, when you finish a lash appointment and the client is kind of lingering, checking their phone, blah, blah. Now, yes, we need our clients to, make their way out the door so that we can get the room fixed up again for the next client. However, what you put out, you are going to attract. And if you're putting out things that repel clients, well, you're not going to get any because you're actually pushing them away. So that's something to consider. When it comes to educating your clients, educational marketing was a game changer for me. And we'll talk about that a little more in the video, but that's something that you should definitely lean into. And then number 3, encouraging your clients. Show something relatable that makes them want to get their lashes done. Do you get your lashes done? If you're a lash artist and you do not get your lashes done, you are missing out on 1, an experience, and 2, an experience that you can now market to your clients. You can't talk about something that you don't know. So if you're not used to getting your lashes done, if you don't know how good a lash nap is, if you don't know the benefits of a lash appointment, you can't genuinely, honestly, transparently share what it's like to get your lashes done. So I think that's definitely something that you should do. But the point is to encourage your lash audience. Okay, number 3, moving on. Oh wait, we can't move on yet. We're not done with this one. Okay, so we have purpose, and then we need to post with goals in mind. What is the goal of the content that you are putting out? Is your goal to get more followers? Is your goal to get more engagement, meaning likes, comments, shares, not followers, we already said those, but likes, comments, shares, and saves? Is your goal to increase your revenue by booking clients? All of this should factor into your thought process when you're creating content. What do I want to do? I want to educate. Why do I want to educate? Because I want to get more followers. Okay, now you can think about, what does my ideal client need to see that will inform them about something eyelash extension or my service process related, and get them to follow me, or get them to book with me, or get them to comment, subscribe. You might have a YouTube channel. Comment, subscribe, like, share, save. Those are the things that are important. Okay, now we can move on to number 3. Talking about the service and not the solution is going to keep those books empty, because your clients don't care about your handmade fans. They don't care about your luxury lash extensions. They care about what problem your lashes solve for them. Do they get to look good for weeks? Do they get to not have to worry about coming in so often for a fill? Do they get to skip the process of mascara and having the raccoon eye effect? Do they get to save their natural eyelashes because they're not being bonded together with hair glue on a lash strip? What problem do your lashes solve? Do not just market your lashes as a service. Market the experience. Do they get to come into your space and it's comfortable, it's relaxing, they can woosah, they can take a break from their busy schedules for a piece of life to themselves? Like, what is it that your service is doing that makes their life easier and or better? That's what what you need to focus on. That's what you need to market. Now, I'm not saying don't ever show your lashes. People absolutely need to see your work, but you need to have a good balance of value and of you showing your lash work. So I hope number 3 really helps you. Let's move on to number 4. Not showing the value of your lash retention is going to do it every time. A lot of lash clients or people who are interested in eyelash extensions, from my own experience, don't know how lash extensions work. So they think that they're coming in, getting them done, and then they just fall off over time. What's really important is to let your clients know what your retention game is like. How long do your lashes last? Show them in before and after. Show them in retention updates. Let clients have testimonials that you share about retention specifically. Lash clients want to know that if they're going to be paying a luxury price, they're getting a luxury experience and they're getting luxury retention on those lashes. If you don't have good retention, then this is definitely an area that you want to focus on. Making sure that you have proper application techniques, so that the base and the stem of the extension is both bonded and attached to that natural lash. You want to make sure that you are using an adhesive or enough adhesive and an adhesive that can withstand long periods of time. Retention matters, and poor retention is going to keep you not booked. Number 5, thinking that engagement does not matter. Posting your content is not just for you to be able to post, but it's for you to be able to connect with people. Engagement matters. So when people are DMing you, asking questions, first of all, it really blows my mind how many service providers don't like answering questions. Who cares if you've had to answer the same question for the same client, for the same few clients, or for however many people, however many times? That is a part of your job, to answer questions. Now, when it comes to things that are on your booking site that you pay for, you can kindly, politely, tactfully, professionally redirect clients to your booking site. If it's about pricing, if it's about scheduling, if it's about the service styles that you offer, absolutely send in there. If it has anything to do with your policies, because your policies should not be on Instagram or on your marketing platforms. Your policies are for the people who are ready to book with you. Policies are a distraction from why people are on your page, and that is for you to be telling them what you do, why they need it, and why they need it from you. Okay, so back to the point. If there are things like that, then yes, direct them to your booking site. However, if someone is asking questions about the right lash style for them, if they're telling you like, I want this kind of look, but I don't want this, blah, blah, that is the perfect time to answer questions, to share and show your expertise, and to make them feel more comfortable with booking with you. Again, you are trying to build a trusting relationship with someone through the internet. So you have to make sure that that connection piece is there, and that comes through engaging with your audience when they reach out to you. Number 6, ignoring educational content. I said this a little earlier in the video that educational content was a real game changer for me. A couple of years ago, when I was learning to market, I started just showing my audience what was happening during their service. I started showing them and explaining to them why I take down their bottom lashes, and why I was writing, or they may have felt writing, on their gel pad, why I was taping their top lid up, what isolation was and why I was doing it and how it benefits them. And I got so many comments on my videos about how nobody else was teaching this, how they felt like I was just the best lash artist because I was giving them education and value. People do not know all of this stuff about lash extensions. They don't know about lash anatomy and lash cycle, so they don't know that their lashes shouldn't just be falling off, but they should be shedding off with their natural with their natural lashes. Educating your audience about your process and what's happening with eyelashes, about your service experience, and just everything that you know in a way that they can understand it is a huge major key to growing your clientele. People want to learn, people want to understand, and educational marketing was one of the best things that I could have ever done for my lash business to grow it. So I definitely think that you should consider your target audience. What do they need to know? What do they want to know? What do they need to hear? What do they want to hear about lashes and the process and the service? And then lastly, number 7 kind of rolls into this, but it's positioning yourself as the expert. If you have not positioned yourself as the go-to lash artist, the obvious choice, the who, if not me, then who, your clients are always going to have another option, be it another lash artist or another form of lash beauty enhancement. You have to make sure that through your marketing, educational marketing, when you're marketing to entertain, when you're marketing to encourage, when you're showing your sets, that you are telling them why they need you. You are giving them value about you and your services, and you are setting yourself apart and your brand apart in such a way that there is no question when it comes to who they need to book to or who they need to book with. This will help you a super ton. Y'all, those are my 7 things, 7 common mistakes that lash artists are making with their marketing. Are there more? Yes, but these are the start that I think everybody should look at, think about, focus on, and work toward building upon to do better. I hope that this video has been helpful. If you have any questions at all, drop them in the comments. I'm happy to respond and help however I can. Make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, all those things, so you do not miss any updates. You do not miss any videos that I share. I also have shorts, I have posts here, so just go to the page and explore the channel. Again, I hope that this was helpful, and I will see you guys in the next one.